In this video, I will show the Plague Doctor build.
I sense the disease in you.
This build will make enemies tremble in fear while they try to escape the clutches of death.
Stop resisting. I am here to cure you.
It has powerful plague damage, lots of health to tank any hits, decent focus regeneration, good range and mobility. This build is made after the patch 2.0. So let's get started.
I wish I could have met him.
Let's start with the main weapon, the Scythe of Wretches. Even in this patch, the best stat you can get on a weapon is damage dealt increase. This stat can not only increase your weapon attack, but your rune damage as well. I have another scythe where I rolled plague damage, and it does really good damage on basic attacks, but when it comes to the rune it's way lower. So if you roll elemental damage on your weapon, it will not increase your rune damage, only the damage dealt stat. Now, since I got 2 good rolls on my scythes, I decided to combine them. I added a gem of damage on the one that I am using the rune, and more focus gain on the other one that I just use for basic attacks. It is also important to try to get focus gain on damage dealt on the weapon, as this will help you spam your rune attacks more. For my buff weapon, I'm using the Cleric's Mace, and the sole purpose of this is to use the Damage Surge rune on it. This rune increases my damage a bit more, and I recommend you use this on any build. For the gear you can go with anything, but for me, since I'm using the Plague Throw, I decided to go with more of a theme gear, the Plague Doctor. For the helmet, I am using the Eyes of the Cleanse. The important stats here are the Focus Regeneration stat and gem that I added to give me a second regeneration. Now with this 2.0 patch, they removed the Focus Regeneration from the gloves. So the helmet is the only piece of gear that you can get Focus Regeneration. And that is it. You just need a weapon with a good damage increase stat, focus gain on damage dealt, and a helmet for Focus Regeneration. For the rest of the gear, you can use anything you feel like. I am using the Tailwave's cape and pants to fit more with the Plague Doctor theme. Getting a high roll on your pants' gem is good, but they nerf it so much that it's barely noticeable now. It's sad they removed the Focus Regeneration from the gloves. Now for the rings, I am using 3 Fierce rings, as currently they are the best rings in the game. They give you armor and damage. For the stats, I am using 33 in health for more survivability, 22 in dexterity and faith to use the weapon, and 50 in focus to be able to spam my runes multiple times. And that's it, the Plague Doctor build. It has good range and mobility, lots of health to tank any hits, decent focus regeneration, and most importantly, powerful plague damage to take out anything in your path. The patch 2.0 is finally here, and they really did a lot of changes. Firstly, they gave us a respec option. A bit costly indeed, but I feel that after they release more content, this will become easier. We then have a comparison option. This was needed so much. They also nerfed the throwing runes as well, especially the ice throw. That is why I decided to make a build around one of the throws to see if it's still good. And yes, the damage is a bit lower now, but still overpower. From what I've tested, the focus gain stat is still broken. I do need to test more, but I am not seeing any change in having high focus gain. The focus regeneration is still the same, but now you can't get this stat on the gloves or any other armor piece, except for the helmet. And the focus gain on damage dealt is barely gaining anything from having high focus gain on your character stats. This is not a big problem if you go with the more melee orientated builds, but if you want to make a mage build, it will hinder the fun out of it. Keep in mind that the game is still in early access, so certain things might change with future patches. I hope this video helps you in your Wicked journey. If you liked this video, consider subscribing, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments.